Hi, everybody. We're hanging out. It's still countdown still had like a minute, but I'm like, what the heck? Especially since the Discord mics were already live.
Oh.
So,
Oh, there you go.
sorry.
Wait, we're actually...
Yeah, we're live.
You're serious?
Yeah, I'm live. How you doing, guys?
Hey, everyone.
Sorry, I was coughing just a second ago.
He was. It's true.
Welcome to Reverse Hangout.
Where you get to hear about all the ins and outs of development, even coughing.
Even coughing. We are hanging out. We are playing the game. We are joined today. Immediately. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. I'm looking.
Oh.
Hold on. Let me.
Wait,
Hold
are
on.
you going to get confused?
Yep. I gotta fix this. Hold on.
All right. This is why we shouldn't start early. This is you threw everything off, but now it's going to be confusing because the game
I'm
screens
gonna
are
do the
in
game next. I can only do so many things at once.
Hi,
See?
everyone.
No.
Hi, everyone in
Look
chat.
at me. Look at me.
Mm.
Yeah, we're right. All right.
I'm Will Weisbaum, lead writer here at Cloud Imperium Games, located out of our beautiful Los Angeles studio.
There we go. And who am I? I'm Chef Disco. All right, let's see if I got it.
Wait, you mean like the character from the game?
Nope. I mixed up I gotta do the thing. So there's you. And we had this. Okay. Hi, everybody. Oh, and joining us over voice chat, we've got Adam and Dave from the lore team. How you guys doing, man?
Hello.
Very good.
Well, they're playing at their desks.
They're saying we're a bit quiet, Jared.
Yeah, it's we're peaking here, so
Yeah, I'm very peaked.
turn up. Let's see what else can I do here? Let's try this. We're gonna try this here. Papa, can you hear me?
Papa, can you see me?
There we go.
Oh.
Yeah, I can also bring them down. It might just be that they're much louder than we are.
Okay. While you're doing that, I'm gonna bring up and let me put on some cool clothing, since we're gonna be hanging out in the game. We're playing the game. That's the main point of today, isn't it?
Yes.
Today's Reverse the Verse is
Yes.
a game and play.
It's a game and play.
Game and play.
Kind of like a game and watch. If you wanted to go with the old video game industry, it's Nintendo's. Remember Nintendo used to do the Game & Watch?
Yeah, I remember those.
So yeah, so we're hanging out today. Basically, it's every once in a while you may have noticed, we've been doing some restructuring of our broadcasts. Just as 3.3 is a very large patch with lots of stuff to do, so we're looking for some ways to ease up on some of the broadcast commitments to our developers. So every once in a while,
That's why you have the entire lore team here.
Yep. So every once in a while, we're just gonna hang out. We're just gonna hang out and play the game, and we're gonna play the game with you guys.
Well, this is a great time. 3.2.1 just came out,
Yes, it
and
is.
it's pretty fun. I got a vest now, so I'm ready to go outside.
I'm actually on the same.
That is you.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we're on the same strut. Very
Oh,
exciting.
what strut are you guys on? I'm on strut A.
Yeah, I don't see. Damn, I don't.
We're on
I don't
both.
have- yeah. I
Oh,
don't- I
Adam's
don't-
with me.
Yeah, you guys
Hey,
are
Will.
Team
together.
up. Here, let me salute
Dave and
you.
Adam are on one.
No, Will and I.
Salute.
No.
I'm with you.
Salute.
Jared.
Okay.
There we go.
I'm gonna go to
Saluted.
you then, because I appear to be on the wrong strut.
What's happening in the chat? Could someone use the Car2 All, please? Ooh.
Ooh, I love the Car2All. It's one of my favorite ships.
I kind of want to do a multi-crew show
Are we gonna all ride in together?
with all of us.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We could do a multi-crew and a couple fighter escorts.
Sure, that's true.
So
Which
Adam
one-
can get his car to all.
Yeah,
let's-
Adam and I will get fighters, and then you guys can do a multi-crew.
All right.
What do people want me to spawn?
It's like Discord's still too high. Let's see.
Chat? Anything? As a dev, I have a billion ships. They keep going.
Jared, do we just want to
Keep
spawn one at
going.
this strut?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that-
Just keep
I'm coming to
going.
you.
No,
Just
you're
keep going.
you're right in front of me, Jared.
Oh, I was going to them.
So many ships.
Oh.
Just still
Let's just go to
scrolling.
them.
Still scrolling.
Still
scrolling.
It's 890.
Still scrolling.
Okay.
Still going.
Wait, you mean a 600i? 890 zoned in.
That's right.
That's still
Spoiler alert.
still going. Still
Oh,
going.
okay. You have a lot of ships, Will.
Still going.
You have a lot of ships. I see that.
I just wanted.
Is
the
one of them a
acknowledgement.
600i?
Yeah, but I was gonna do a fighter.
I
with
got
Adam,
one.
and if you guys.
Oh. No,
And get a good fighter because the Cartual is underpowered.
Oh man!
Damn.
Don't let the Shion.
The
hear
views
you
and
say
opinions
that.
of Adam Weiser do not represent those of Cloud Imperium Games, Robert Space
Oh.
Industries, or its subsidiaries.
I do love how it looks, though. It's fantastic.
Oh, it kicked me out. Did people? People want me to spawn
We
a
could-
Carrack? Oh yeah, let me do the secret dev Carrack. Let me just get that.
Oh, that's
Just
true. I forgot about that. You can spawn this.
The secret in-game.
The 600i, Jared?
Yeah.
Or we could spawn some gray cats and buggies.
Anyone have a fighter they want? The Eclipse? Okay, I saw Eclipse. So we'll pop that in.
Pads are full, Jared.
Oh no.
No, I flew over to Strade.
You can try spawning it then.
Try.
Do I actually not have an Eclipse?
Meatball for you asked in the Twitch chat.
I got one if
Twitch
you-
chat. What kind of questions should we be asking today? Well, we're here with the lore team.
We got a lot of lore.
So we're here with the lore team. So if you got questions
lore?
about lore,
Or narrative.
that might be appropriate. Narrative, story, history behind stuff, or probably just what the heck are we doing? That'd probably be inaccurate.
Well, Will, if you want to grab a 600i, I can grab a.
Yeah.
Can
Okay.
Can I get into that? Is that not the Fable 2-seater
Okay. So.
Cartual? No. Okay.
My 600i. Ooh, I can't actually get a 600i because I crashed it right before we hopped into this. We did a practice
That's right.
thing, so my
Oh,
600i
right.
is down for the count. I cannot afford to file
All
a
right.
claim
Let me see if
now.
I have a. Let me see if I have a 600i.
Did
Dave spawn one?
you spawn something,
No.
Dave?
I couldn't get a. Didn't have a pad. Free.
Let's see.
Okay, I've got the Cartual hovering above.
I'm gonna do a Saber Comet.
All right. I'll just do whatever then. Fine.
No, do a multi-cruise ship.
I just wanted to play with my friends,
All right.
but they weren't available, so I wanted to play with you.
Aw.
Thanks.
Oh, you then spawn a multi-crew. I'll just leave that on the pad. Are you here?
Yeah, I'm on Strade. Let's see. I'm at the. What do we got? Oh, look who also has a lot of ships. Oh my gosh, look at all my ships.
Yeah,
I have a lot of ships too.
you do. Are you a CIG developer? What are you gonna spawn then?
Dragonfly Starkid.
That is multi-crew.
We'll just spend the entire stream trying to get to Selin.
Let's see.
Yeah.
What do we?
Actually-
Does the lore team get involved in mission content? In fact, we do. We work
yeah.
very closely with the live team and the Squadron 42 team on all the mission content. It's kind
There
of
it is.
works two ways, where sometimes we'll come with ideas, sometimes, a lot of times more recently, they come to us with mechanics that they have ready or that they want to implement, and so it's kind of all these loose pieces, and we help them come up with ways to glue them all together that we think is interesting. So right now, what we have in 3.0 and 3.1 and 3.2 is kind of our first pass at basic generic missions showing up in the general stream from all these kind of generic delivery people. Oh, what strat are we on, Jared? I'm talking about moving.
A0.
A.
Zero. All right, thank you. Oh, I'm coming right behind you.
Hey,
but yeah,
Commander
it's-
Bambina.
It's kind of a mixture right now of like.
Are we gonna kill this guy?
You guys
This
kill
is
him?
very upsetting. Is he okay?
Commander Bambina
Okay.
says, "Sorry, this is a waste of time." To which I say, "You have many entertainment options available to you at any point throughout your day. Avail yourself of any of them."
But recently on the, I think it's on there. We've been working specifically to enable more functionality for procedurally generated mission and improve that workflow. Because as we're adding in a bunch of new locations, we kind of need to upgrade our tool set so that it's easier to dynamically integrate stuff as we rapidly expand outwards, and so that the system can more intelligently be able to pick between locations and items to deliver and who you're doing.
I can never remember where to trigger the door.
So all that's very exciting.
Yeah, it's a fascinating process to look at, particularly coming to it kind of new, because it's sort of
It's over here.
the system itself, like currently, because we're kind of handcrafting
right.
these things, is the sense of like how a delivery mission works. Originally, it would just be like there'd be a list of locations for those delivery missions that you would
Maybe it's this
need
one.
to fill in. And then, but if we wanted to add a new location to it, we would have to manually go in and add it to all of the missions that affected. We're trying to shift over to a more dynamic way where we can just have a massive list of locations that are tagged as these can be delivery mission locations, these can be, assassination missions or whatever. And so we just add to that one list, and all the missions will kind of point to it.
And so this is like the very first steps, and then eventually it's the economies being worked on as well. So eventually all that should be glued together so that there's economic drivers as well determining these things. So like, for example, eventually you'll have a factory that's producing products in real time, which is generating mission contents to grab that stuff and deliver it to where it's being sold, and all that kind of exciting stuff.
There's an
We have
interesting
to go
question in
upstairs
chat.
if you want to
No,
fly this thing.
no, just go
Oh,
ahead.
we're hanging in the lounge
Yep.
first?
No,
All right, let me-
somebody asked if you have to take technical limitations into consideration when you develop lore.
oh, yeah.
Yes.
Um,
I mean, that was always kind of the thing, over the years, was trying to develop this stuff in a way that gave us kind of wiggle room where we were not dictating gameplay or how things would work. And, we would try to, and always being very upfront about the fact that, like, hey, some of this stuff might change based on how these systems, behave when they come online and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's always been kind of a big factor. And I mean, that's what's been fun now about stuff, is that now that we've really been locking in the gameplay, that can develop stuff with a little bit more confidence, knowing that, okay, this is representative of how the system is supposed to work.
I'm waving. That's why my camera looks so weird.
Somebody's asking if the roadmap will be updated today. Yes. Our intentions are generally to update the roadmap on Fridays,
Oh, man.
not on Thursdays.
This is pretty epic looking. You got your
Despite what-
clips there, the cartoon, and then there's the guy making trails in the background. Oh, and
Yep.
you can see the moon. Man.
Yep. I'm going to suggest that you fly.
Okay.
You're a brave man.
Oh, that was not the interseat. It's over here.
Can you discuss the origin of the fourth Stimpire?
What?
What?
I don't know what that means. I don't know.
I don't know. Is that a joke?
I
You
guess
can make
I-
one up.
Sure.
What if it's a thing?
Which SC alien race would be the Chewbacca to your Han Solo? That's
Oh, I
that's-
want it
that's-
to
it's kind of a
Tavarin.
humorous question based on some of the
I
conversation.
missed, sorry, you kind of cut off on that. What was the question?
Which alien race would be the Chewbacca to your Han Solo?
Ooh.
It's a good one.
It'd be the
I would-
Kazak, right?
Yeah. I would go Tavarin as well. They've always been my favorite. Although the Xi'an have really kind of, actually, I don't know, a tough call. Banu are super fun now too.
Are you rocking the Phil Miller?
Oh, yeah.
Just with hair?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We all are.
I'm not rocking the Phil Miller.
No.
I should
Do
be.
you want to have a seat? You make me nervous. This is a moving vessel. This isn't safe.
No, look at that.
So are we going to try to do a mission?
King of the world. Yes.
All right. Let me see what I got right now.
Actually, I haven't spent much time in the 600i, so I'm just looking around. Weapons online.
Service beacon. Oh, and there's a little bug here. Initiator name. Unless there's someone in the server called initiator name? Probably not. All right, I'm going to make a mental note of
Ooh.
that.
I found a placeholder text.
Is that...
Screenshotted.
Okay. We got this delivery mission, but that's...
Yes, we are demonstrating the 600i low power bug.
Okay, let's accept offer.
Let's show Will's screen there so you can see. There you go.
Okay.
use quantum?
No, not yet. We're gonna try to do a linked quantum. I
You
assume.
guys have disappeared from my map.
What?
You're not too far away, Dave. I see ya.
Oh, weird. No, it's on my screen. You guys were one direction. Anyway, I see you now.
Oh, the pickup site is on the other side. Let's go to the star map and see where we have to go. Oh, there it is. Okay, so we're gonna have to do a mid jump. So let's see. Let's go to the comm array. Maybe we'll hit some action. Set as destination. Okay, so full disclosure here, I have not ever done a linked quantum jump yet. Have any of you?
I have not yet either.
No.
I mean, we're in a party together, so will that just work?
I see the calibration started by
Oh
you.
yeah, I see. Dave has a little filled-in circle. Adam, you got to spool your.
Let me get it going.
I'm wearing my Captain Power armor now.
Still. Oh, I see Adam spooling. Huh. Awesome.
Wait.
All right. So I should, once Adam's ready. Warning.
Oh.
Is it warning? All right. I'm gonna go.
Yep.
Yeah, we're
All
going.
right, here we go. Hey, linked quantum, new feature.
There we go.
3.2. 600i, new ship. Everything's coming together.
Clip.
Which race is the oldest? It's a question. I mean that's a little bit about the fun history of the different races. Is that like Xi'an, we have a very known timeline for, because they keep such good family records and we know them going back for thousands of years. But as humans in the UEE, we don't know nearly as much about the Banu's history as we've talked about before, because their records are very incomplete.
Well, and the beauty of it is that they don't know their own.
And then the Vandul we do not know their full
Yeah.
race history yet. So it's hard to answer that question because there's so many unknowns left for people to discover.
Yeah. I mean,
okay,
the one that we could probably, the closest, as Will said, is the Xi'an. We have actually worked out sort of a timeline for them. We did basically like the same approach that we did for the original, the time capsule thing, but we just did it for the Xi'an. So it's like broke down like what are the main events throughout their history that kind of changed the direction of their culture. And so we wrote those up as like vague, kind of rough sketches of like, this is when this happened, this is when this happened, stuff. So we do
Spooling
have
up another jump to get to the pickup site.
that was Sherry.
Somebody asked a question. I lost it. Where'd it go?
You should get into a turret, Jarrett. That's also a new feature, the improved turrets. And
Sweet for Life says, are there ever going to be shared rewards or the ability to be on the same quest as a friend and party, so that not only one person will get the reward? We actually addressed that on Calling All Devs just a couple weeks ago. Yes, but don't have a timetable for that just yet. But keep an eye on the RSI roadmap.
it's something we definitely want.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just a lot of pieces that have to kind of fit together in order to make that happen. So
Yeah, 3.2 introduced the tier 0 of our new party and grouping system. So it's a I don't know if it's a tier 1 feature or a tier 2 feature, but it's on the list.
all right, so now we're in orbit. Let's do an orbital quantum travel.
Are we? I had us. No, where are you guys?
Is this selling? I haven't.
Did you not travel with us?
Yeah, no, you left without me too, but I caught up with you.
Oh.
Give me 1 second.
I wonder if I might have drifted a little too far away from you when we jumped there.
Yeah, I'm quantum now. I'll be there in a second.
You're coming? See me
Yep.
at Selin?
Has the lore team considered producing comics, novels, magazines? Well, we have a novella. Or we're supposed to have a novella at some point.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dave. Was I not supposed to remind you of that?
Yeah. Still gotta do that.
This is not.
The views and enthusiasm expressed by Dave.
No,
Haddock
I mean the funny thing is actually I have the concept. I have the kick like the the story hook for it, which is really dope. But like, yeah, time. It's actually really fun, but it's just a question. Getting
As far
around
as the
to
other
it.
stuff, we have a magazine. I mean, we have Jump Point, the subscriber magazine that we're creating every month. That's full of pretty fantastic content. But as far as comics and the other stuff, it's kind of we're really digging down, and we talked about this at the beginning of the year when we kind of did our revised lore schedule for the website. Is we're dedicating more and more of our hours to creating game content now that more of the game system's online. We're having more demands from that, so it's trying to keep our attention there and less on stuff outside the game, which I know is hard because a lot of the experience it also happens outside the game and the website and stuff like that.
See Adam behind us. Well, I could see Adam.
Will there be in-game news and Spectrum channels that can be watched while traveling or other stuff?
Chris has commented several times throughout the years that that is a goal we want to pursue. It's I don't want to say there's been movement on it, but let's just say the conversation has come up again recently. So, still nothing to announce or report on it, but it's something we've talked about quite often, and
Yep.
it's something we're still talking about.
Yeah. And we have a bunch of ideas related to it.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely been one of those things that's been kind of pervasive throughout the entire development. The notion of that sort of the news, in fiction news, and updates and commenting on the universe and stuff like that. So yeah, it's always been.
And how the players with their awesome news van ship
Yes.
will tie into that.
I've just been exploring the ship.
Oh, that's fine. Enjoy the lounge. Just let me know how much you're drinking at the bar so I can bill you.
I don't know.
So-
I'm better than to crack open a minibar.
Also, there's a jar of beans on the counter. Those are for my dinner later. Please do not touch my beans.
Did you see that we had to remove the watermelons?
Yeah, they were causing crashes when you shot them. Jared, it's saying that you're hard to hear.
I've got just many people telling me I'm too loud, so.
Oh man, man, everyone needs to adjust their speakers.
Quick question: where are you guys?
We're outside of Sullen. I just went to an orbital marker. I forget which number. I'm trying to head towards the pickup site, but I can't quantum to the pickup site. We can see if we have another mission going. Maybe delivery isn't the most exciting thing to
All right.
do on the stream. But nothing jamming right now. Yeah, so we're just heading down.
When is the space whale coming? It's not.
That is a Sean Tracy question.
Yeah. I mean, incremental development. We have to start off small with a space dolphin and eventually expand out. from
I think
there.
originally, actually, the TDD was for space shrimp.
People often ask, "What is it that you actually do, Disco?" And the answer is, I spend half my time preventing the space
I'm
whale
trying
from
to
happening.
think, like, what's the smallest aquatic mammal that space otter would probably be like the tier 0.
Space
We can get the
plankton?
space otter.
Space
working.
tardigrade.
Though, actually, little known fact, the game is chock full of space tardigrades rendered all over. Once we have space telescopes in place, see them. Microscopes.
Yeah, you'll see a space whale about the same time you say it. You see a chef Disco. Don't hold your breath. Although, I will give Jeremiah this for his tremendous attempt at trolling me. He did end up with the most upvoted thread in Spectrum history for it. So, I will give Jeremiah credit for that.
Here's an interesting lore question. Why are corporations in the game so old? Because it's true, we do have a lot of companies that have kind of existed for hundreds of years, for centuries. We do have some upstarts, some newer ones that have started in the last 10, 20 years.
Yeah.
But I think from a lore-wise, it's kind of this settling down in the scale of economics that some companies just became so big, the infrastructure that you needed in place to do the gathering of resources, the shipping, the factoring on a galactic scale means that once you kind of have that foothold, you're much harder to shake and collapse down. I mean,
Yeah,
and,
and
again, we're
presumably-
hearing about the success stories
Yeah.
as well. So
And also records are much better. It feels like, and, you know, you have companies like ArcCorp who kind of exist because they absorb other companies and add them to their sort of, I don't know. It was always that thing where it was like I remember there was someone did the graphic of like the number of like mega corporations in the world today that own like all of the food and drink subsidiaries and stuff like that. And it's like 5. It's like hundreds and hundreds of these things.
Consolidated Outlines would be a newer company.
oh yeah.
Yep.
Let's see, we've got some questions here. There's a system called Tyrol. Is this because there's a province called Tyrol in Austria, or is it some other reference?
I believe it was another reference. I'd have to dig it up.
If the community is so for it, why are you against it? I believe they're referring to the ship disco. 2 reasons. One, you guys see me plenty enough. I you can't get away from me outside the game. The game should be the one respite where you don't have to deal with me. And the second reason is just I've spent all this time doing all this weight loss and trying to improve my physical health and whatever. And Jeremiah comes on and says, we want to immortalize you, fat and hairy and whatever. So it's like it was a good troll. It was a good troll. What else we got? Would you guys be open to the idea of bringing a real-world company into the lore? For example, if Coca-Cola is still around then. We actually have AMD, don't we?
No.
Well,
No.
well, yeah, accelerated mass design. It's a
Yeah.
similar logo.
I mean,
It's not the same
I mean,
company.
I'd be open to it, but there's so much involved outside of my
Yeah.
realm.
Yeah. There's a lot of legal implications of that. And yeah. I mean, I think it's also that thing too, where it's like, I think it would be fun, but at the same time, like having that level of division, because then whatever you do with that company is weighted with a lot of stuff, so it gets a little weird.
Yeah.
We can have companies like Aegis where we're like, oh yeah, people hated them because they backed a dictator, and we don't have to worry about like getting an angry call from a real company being like, whoa, what?
Oh man, I totally overshot this.
Where are you guys? You're no longer appearing as a HUD element for me, so I'm just sort of flying around.
I'm sorry.
See if we were all on the same ship.
Yeah. I'm gonna crash.
Uh,
No, I should go into. Let me drop my landing gear. Move a little slower. I'm at a pickup site, but I think it's illegal, so I can't direct you to it.
Somebody asked why we don't talk about spiders much anymore. Probably for the same reason we don't talk about a whole lot of the other systems. We're building out the stand system right now, so that's where the overwhelming majority of our developer resources are focused.
And we go in phases too. Of when we feel like we've done a lot of lore in one place, we'll try to turn our attention to some of the other places that we think need more love.
But yeah, Spider is always never far from my thoughts.
Yeah, spider is one of the more. I don't want to. It stirs the imagination quite a bit.
Well, it presents a very interesting / possibly horrifying technical challenge. But again, like I think it's actually really interesting. Like I'm really curious to see, if, for example, like the sort of modular rest stop stuff that we showed off at CitizenCon last year, like that system is that laying the groundwork for what we can use for Spider. It's just a question of new assets, but creating like a huge sprawling thing. But
There's somebody taking off in a retaliator.
They didn't steal our package.
which so there's no marker as to what.
No,
actual-
it's a crash ship.
Oh, okay.
So unless you can find me,
No, it's showing you guys is 35,000 miles away from me, or kilometers. Sorry.
What planet or system is the knowledge of good and evil set on?
Very good question. I actually don't remember if we ever specifically placed it. I think we did. I would have to dig in my notes. That story was from a while ago, so it's the. I don't know, Adam, when you were reviewing it, did you come across?
It's not specified in the actual story itself at any point.
Yeah, I feel like we had a conversation with the author talking about it, but I'd have to dig up my notes.
Somebody says this third person stuff kills it for me. We're in first person.
I mean, I was in third person for a little bit. But.
Not just general prose writing.
Oh, maybe they are talking about third person narrative. Third person
that's
omniscient.
True. Disco always writes about himself in the third person.
Oh, hello.
For me, it's second person or nothing.
Since I'm the captain, you're going to carry the box.
All right.
Jared. That's how it works.
Yeah, I am here for menial labor.
What is this thing? Oh, it's a little ship part. Oh, it's the seat. They ejected out. That's funny. Oh, it's not.
Let me go back to split screen for this. Look at this.
Yep,
Yep,
it's
no.
we're at the derelict outpost. Disrepair.
Second person omniscient is how I live my life.
There we go.
I appreciate you,
Are you
backslash.
in here? Where are you?
Yeah, prose humor. Gotta love it.
All right. Press. Oh, we're doing it. Doing a mission. Oh man, yeah, I like the set dressing in here.
They got that volumetric lighting going there. Look at that.
Let's see,
I'm
where
deciphering from context clues that you guys are on the lit side.
Where is it?
That's a good question.
I saw a box out front.
No, that wasn't it. I was tagged in here. I lost my pickup site.
What is this thing? What is this thing? What is that thing?
What is he building?
Well, hold on. Message Ben Curtis.
It says we're at the pickup site, but it's not triggering the next step, so we might have ran into a bug. All right, let's grab that box from outside.
Oh, now you want the box from outside.
Yeah.
Is the environment handcrafted? Like most things, it's a mix. We use procedural systems to get our artists started, and then they go in after the procedural systems get them started and craft after that. Okay, I can't pick it up.
Really?
I can highlight it,
Same.
but I don't get a context to pick it up.
Oh, yeah, same. All right. Well, it was a nice visit. Ah, the
Man,
ship looks great.
Defeated by a medical storage box.
Yeah, like the part of the new procedural station stuff that they've been showing off is kind of doing set dressing sets. So an artist will come in and do one version of the set dressing. So like they'll have a table with props arranged on it in a certain way, and then they'll do like dozens of iterations of that. So it's still hand art. It's not like the computer isn't randomly deciding what 50 objects to put on a table, but it is taking from a bunch of different artist options and choosing between those. So it's a way we get a lot of variety while also keeping the artist love in place. I'm going to abandon this mission. And let's see, what do we got going? Anything? Nothing right now. All right. Should we go turn off a comm array?
Which camera are you going to?
That's a good question. You want to pick, Dave?
You just let me know. I'm just flying
Okay.
casually over landscape.
I'm coming.
Call elevator. Do you want to pilot this time, Jared?
No.
Okay.
I have many skills in this world,
There. Oh.
but piloting the elevators is not one of them. Or piloting the elevators, piloting any of the ships.
Why do you guys switch the cannon? Oh, that's not a question for us. This is why I should read stuff before I say it out loud. How often do we go back and change lore that doesn't match up with game mechanics? So the game mechanics, if something's really egregious, we might go back and update it. We've recently we yeah. So it's kind of a tricky debate that we have because stuff is still being developed and in flux, and so if we go through every time design updates, then we're going to be spending all our time doing that rather than creating new content. So if it's in the wheelhouse of flavor-wise feeling almost about right, we'll usually leave it for now.
It also goes back to what we were saying earlier about us being kind of willfully vague in the early days has kind of helped out a lot because, by not specifically saying like, oh, this exactly is how this thing works, we don't have to go back and modify. But yeah, like Will said, if it's sort of still in the spirit of like what we're aiming for, we usually haven't had to do that much. But we will. Like it's again, the hope is that we never have to that we won't ever do anything that's like really serious. But
Like every time before we release a piece of fiction onto the site nowadays, we email it out to a dedicated group that reads it to not only check our punctuation and grammar, but also to make sure that the content is in line with what design is thinking.
So we'll have design representatives on the email chain, so they have an opportunity to kind of go walk back on, this is a bit too, or this is inaccurate. This is sort of what we were thinking, and kind of work with them to kind of bring it in line, or make it a little bit more cryptic so we don't paint them in a corner or provide something that's like a false kind of expectation.
Oh. If I bleed out now.
No, okay, yes, I was trying to shoot across your bow, not up it.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna pick a comma ray then once we get out of atmosphere. Oh, jeez.
Out of curiosity, do you guys see me on your HUD?
Let me take a look. I see a circle.
That's probably a lot of those.
I see you. Yeah, you're about 76,000 kilometers away.
Is that way?
Okay. All right.
I do not see you,
You can
Dave.
blow up ships from the inside. Will missions have multi-part Witcher type stories, or will they be more simple fetch type quests? Well, we've talked a lot about adding Witchers into Star Citizen, and we've decided against it. It just didn't feel right.
We are all Gerald.
I think in the future people are a lot more accepting of werewolves than they were in the Witcher days, and we respect our lycanthropic neighbors now. But yes, we do want to have multi-part storylines or branching missions. Kind of mission complications is the way that we've been talking about it with design, so that you get sent to find a package, but something goes wrong. Someone gets there before you get to it, and then you have to chase them down and get it. It's just a simple example, but you can't always guarantee that a mission will go exactly as planned. And so that's definitely a future upgrade that we want to make to the mission system. That's part of the ongoing work we're doing now to make everything more procedurally friendly.
In lore, how many times has ramming speed been exclaimed?
I think we save it for every time you reach ramming speed. It's pretty specific context.
Not much in lore, but in the office all the time.
Adam is very loose and free with his office chair.
So what are we doing right now?
I'm heading towards Comma Ray 306.
I'm trying to leave the atmosphere. You can see we're still in it for right now, but we should be out of orbit in a second. And then we're going to go to a comma ray and start a fight.
Head towards 306.
306, sounds good. Roger, roger. Ramming speed ahead. Oh, right there, we said it.
There you go.
You don't think about how much you say ramming speed until someone points it out.
Yeah. It's like that Jim Carrey movie.
Ramming speed, starring Jim Carrey. You said 306?
Yeah.
Alright, spooling.
Who wrote the story Discovered Scraping By?
Oh,
Adam.
that was Adam.
That would be me.
He says it sucks.
Oh, okay.
No, he didn't say anything about it. He just asked.
Well, we told Adam not to publish it, but we're like, no, Adam.
I get
And
paid by the word, guys. I got to do
But
it.
then we didn't have a choice. He kept ramming us, and all right, we are here, Dave.
Is there lore that explains how we can quote unquote hear sound in space?
Yeah.
Yes, we're all in an elaborate simulation.
Your ship's avionics and your suit's computer do simulated sounds based on advanced computational stuff in order to help you navigate better and be a better pilot. It's like extra sensory feedback. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Redacted, actually, the Redeemer has nothing to do with Squadron 42.
Hans Fiorentino's at the comm array.
We have talked about a possible thing that we might do well down the road. We've talked to Audio about the idea of when your ship's computer starts breaking down, or if you get EMP'd, that you would lose audio temporary, that it has the ability to glitch in and
basically.
out to kind of sell that fiction of that it's your computer creating these sounds.
Do you associate any musical styles to the non-human races? Like what would Banu Top 40 be like?
Um,
The same
Yeah,
Banu
wait,
would
we're all
be
about
Polka.
the
Dave
P-Funk.
answer.
sorry, I'm
Hans
in a fight now.
Fiorentino. All right,
Um,
we're coming. Are you in a turret, Jared? Come on.
we had talked about.
I don't know where the turrets
I
are.
think there's actually in the conversations with Britain and the when devising the languages, but this sort of idea that like the Xi'an listening to like really slowed down music, that like it's this very kind of droning, very slow thing that like weirdly enough they get really into, but yeah, kind of a dirge
Yeah.
type thing.
Or like Brian Eno, slow ambient.
Would Banu be death metal? Or Vandal be death metal? That's right, the turrets are in the front seats, aren't they?
Oof.
Ooh.
I've done the turrets in the same ones.
The 600 iPack's a little bit of a punch there, or at least that was just the team effort.
Man, that
Oh,
dude.
Graham Spiker.
Yeah, I just lost half my wing, so I am down for the count.
So
I'm
just to toot one of our own things, the random name generator, it was a project for us, and I gotta say I'm pretty happy with how it's been turning out.
Oh yeah.
We've been getting some really fun characters.
Who's attacking?
We also
Is that
put in
you?
no, I'm shooting Graham Spiker. Unless you're Graham Spiker. Are you Graham Spiker, Dave?
No, not today.
Oh, maybe it's Jared. Jared, are you attacking our...
Oh,
Yeah, you guys are showing up as red.
Did you shoot someone, Jared? I think Jared might have attacked you.
Yeah, I don't think there's anyone else here, Jared.
somebody told me to get in the... What was Graham
Okay,
Spiker?
you're right.
Graham Spiker's dead.
Graham Spiker
anyone
got blowed
anymore.
up.
Oh man, that turret was nice. Look at that consolidated effort.
Done.
Very good.
I'm an excellent gunner.
Yeah, you are.
Excellent gunner.
So did we protect the comm array?
Oh, ow.
Oh, who's that?
I was
That's
not
me.
shooting Adam Weiser, and nobody can prove otherwise.
I did lose half a wing, and I'm now floating, not in control of my ship anymore.
Who shot us? A Saber Comet? What? Oh, that's my ship I spawned at Olisar. Glad it's still keeping track of it.
Lost half a wing.
All right, shall we turn off this? Adam, do you want to get out and turn off the comm array?
I'll do it.
Oh, that's-
Yeah, go for it. I'm still stuck in my ship.
Okay. All right, do we have more questions?
Oh god.
Let me see if I can get a little closer for you, Jared. Technically, anyone. Do the dev actually listen to the feedback they asked about ESP? I know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I was just having a conversation with David Colson about this yesterday.
Torpedo burrito, yes. How come no
Are you
one's
close?
made the stroganoff torpedo burrito? Seriously. All right, let me power down. Power off. There you go.
Wait, which one am I at? Do I turn this
Oh,
one
I'm
on?
drifting. Uh-oh.
Oh, hey, Sherry. Great.
Say real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Vandal love piano jazz, and that's canon.
Sherry's opinion's not worth then.
All right, so where do I go to this camera ready to turn off?
You go inside of it.
Yeah, remember, I'm like, where's the door?
It's
Oh,
on
it's
the. You
up
gotta
top.
swim around it.
Gotta swim around it?
Are you on the top or the bottom?
It's kind of in the middle. Although I'm closer to the top, I think.
The gate is down, Jared.
Gate is down.
I think it might be the other.
When you hear that piano jazz, take cover. Oh, that would be kind of ominous if you just hear like a one-hand tinkling, and then you're
Yeah.
like, uh-oh. Oh, that's so freeform. Oh, no.
Here, Jared is up here.
It's up here.
Up by
It's-
me.
Oh, people are sad that
Where are
Sherry.
you? I see Weiser. I see Will. I don't see Dave.
Ah.
Oh, you're in the eclipse, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just abandoned my ship. I'm EVAing to you guys right now.
You know,
Will
I'll
there
do
be-
the same. My ship's screwed.
Will there be NPCs in the Ark to tell us about lore? I think that'd be cool, but until we start the process of actually building the Ark, I don't think we can say one way definitively or the other.
But
Yeah.
but I could see that as a possibility.
Yes.
But we'll have to look into that more. But that's a fun idea. Whether the lore team is willing to voice any of those NPCs.
Well, Will's going to be Will's already digitized.
I did get my head scanned. I insisted upon it. It was very exciting. So hopefully, I'm very low on the tier list
There it
though
is.
for getting my head polished up. But hopefully one day you'll see me running around in game. I've already been growing my hair into the Ricky just to be that much more immersive. You're doing it, Jared.
I'm doing it.
You're gonna become a criminal now. Are you prepared for the consequences?
Only for the last 40 years. Just can't remember where that. It's down here, right? Oh my gosh! Why can't I control my character? There we go. There it is.
Yeah, the Ark will be a fun location once we get it
Oh, I don't
in
have a
game
passcode.
because of the Galactopedia. We're still progressing on the Galactopedia as far as
Mm-hmm.
updates go. Working on entries. Sherry's been doing a lot of work on that herself.
We've been slowly trickling it out, actually, in the jump points.
Yeah, you can see some early preview of some of the Galactopedia articles. It's been alternating with some other fiction, but there's been a couple of the posts out. What was the last Galactopedia entry we did, Dave? I'm trying to remember.
The
There's one
Massive
this month,
Fragment.
right?
Yeah, actually, there is one that we'll be posting today.
Yeah, this month's Jump Point going live today will have a Galactopedia
Just get rid of my gun.
post.
All right. Uplink offline. Is that what I want?
Yeah, you want to turn it back on, or did you turn it off? I wasn't looking.
Uh-oh, we got somebody here.
I haven't been able to log in.
And a razor.
You have to have the mission in order to hack the thing. Oh,
Oh.
that's right. That's the new. You
That's
don't have
right.
you don't have permission now.
That's right, I
That's a
don't
very
have
that's a
permission.
3 point. I helped work on that, and I completely
Got
forgot
an
that we did that.
85X right in front of you, Will.
Oh no, I have a
Yeah.
Dave
Oh, well.
Haddock right in front of me. Oh, I
Well,
see it.
there's
It's
that
hidden.
too.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it gonna shoot me? It's just dancing for us.
It's got
Yeah.
at least got to go through pipes.
I did
Are you,
accidentally
are you
take a
coming
shot
in,
at it.
Dave?
Trying. I can't access the...
It should be open. Let me see. Make sure that all the
Oh,
locks
there
are
it is.
open.
Got it.
Are you in? Oh shit, I'm moving.
Almost.
Oh,
almost.
I cussed. I'm sorry. I think this person's friendly because they're really not attacking us. They're just spinning.
Yeah,
Spin too.
God. Don't spin yet. I'm trying to get in the elevator.
Oh no, I'm sorry, Dave. I'm sorry.
You'd
I
have to
thought
get
you
closer
said
to
you
that.
were in.
I'm 900, 800 kilometers away, or meters
Ooh.
away from you guys.
You just zip past. Very fast. All right, I stopped moving.
Yeah, I just
He's doing acrobatics, showing off. Wonder if this is someone who's aware of the stream. That feeling when the community.
Yes.
Oh.
It's been
Thank you for the help.
absolutely no mystery and known for quite some time that players play the game far more than developers do. There's a common misconception that developers spend all of their time playing the game. They don't. They spend their time making the game.
The lore team as a whole, though, tries to get into the game at least once a week to have a play
Yes.
session. So I'm sure, hopefully, some of you have run into us.
I actually got to take
Over
part
those.
in the really exciting ship lineup that happened on Daymar last week, which I think
Oh.
made some screenshots. I was the Eclipse. FYI. So had an interesting thing that happened. I rose up in the elevator, and then the elevator merged through the wall and threw me out in space. Oh, and I asked somebody about that.
Maybe I have a certain fancy level set on the 600i, and you don't seem to have been fancy enough.
Hold on, Jared. I'm joining you in the elevator right now.
Jared, you got a railgun, Jared? Oh, God.
No?
Every once in a while, I have to take a step back and think about how cool it is to have these massive ships flying around with multiple people in it, completely performing as a vehicle. Did you
Oh no,
just
is
kill
that
him?
Dad?
I just got shot. There's something happened.
Oh,
Did Jared
sorry,
shoot you?
no, my
No, Jared did
Oh,
just shoot
somebody
us.
else
no.
is
He
creeping up.
he collided with the ship. And the ship.
No,
killed
no,
him.
no, no. Someone's creeping up. Trust me. I saw my dead body and someone floating by with a gun.
That would be
Someone's coming for you guys.
Oh, there's
Just
a
let me know.
razor. There's a razor.
Chef Disco. All right, get in the ship.
All right,
We have
I
to go.
need-
We have to go pick up Adam now.
No, I'm here. I'm just trying to go up in the elevator. I'll take the thing. Give me 1 second.
I don't even have a weapon. I left my weapon in the camera.
You're gonna get away with it. Thankfully, there's no evidence. He whoopsied. Yeah, that was a definition whoopsie.
All right.
He didn't show his papers. Yeah, tickets.
Oh yeah, there's someone shooting at us.
They're shooting near us. We're not moving, so I don't think they're trying to hit us.
Split hairs.
He definitely hit me. So.
No. This is
Yeah,
someone
that guy
else.
definitely hit you, Adam. That guy was a jerk.
Um,
How much you want to bet with
all right,
JJ?
Dave, are you in?
Almost.
Oh, yeah, it probably was JJ.
Oh, it was probably JJ.
It's probably JJ that killed you, Adam. JJ just said it was him. That's just how impressive it is.
Is there a rock paper scissors emote? No, but that's fun.
No, that's
Little
great.
Oh, that'd be
Rochambeau,
great.
randomly throw it. Yeah, that's a fun idea. That we had already. It's our idea. Why don't you guys try to do some missions?
What is going on? I
Well,
keep
we've
going out.
We have to go pick up Adam.
yeah, we've actually only got a couple minutes left.
Oh, we are. Oh, wow. Time flies when you're playing Star Citizen. So, Dave, are you not getting in here?
For some reason, I keep clipping through the elevator.
Do you want me to
Bring-
open? I'm gonna open the exterior for you.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just
Maybe
get.
fly in that way.
The thing we will accomplish in an hour of playing is we will get Dave on board the ship.
Let me
will
see,
happen?
let me watch this from an exciting angle.
I'm
Oh,
inside.
look at, you're inside.
Yeah. Bring it up.
He's inside the ship. Closing
you are.
exterior. Okay, are you in? You still in?
Still.
Should we just be really
moving up?
mean and destroy this 85X?
There we
What does the community say? Do they want us to kill 85X?
They said yes.
To blow them up?
Yeah, they said blow it up. Where are you, Dave?
I'm inside.
Oh, he left. Wow, he's so fast.
Yeah, but where are you inside?
That's really cool. I
Waiting
think
at the elevator.
I think because they have the split
Waiting at the
guns,
elevator.
the 85X was in between my focal length, so I couldn't actually hit him. That was neat. Okay, Adam, are you alive still?
I am. I'm back in Port Olisar.
All right, we're gonna head there to reunite after our adventures, after a long day of trying to pick up a box. There we go. There's the port.
Are the turrets on the top floor?
Other than the
Yep.
front seats.
Remote.
Oh,
You don't operate turrets
Oh,
by
you-
hand in a 600i. How gauche.
it wasn't funny, Jared.
Oh, did you kill Dave?
Shot me in the head.
Jared. I'm beginning to think that I shouldn't have hired you for this mission.
That's why no one flies multi-crew with Jared.
It's the elevators. The elevators. Everybody knows the elevators have been bugged forever.
I would get out of there, Will.
But, Jared, since fictionally you are my son, I'm going to cover up all your crimes with my vast wealth.
Fictionally.
Let's go. Port All-Star. All right, we'll go back. Oh, there they are. Why do I hear the sound of... Oh, jeez.
Couldn't do it. Can't kill my papa.
If you kill someone during quantum travel, their ghost can't haunt you, so that's the safest time.
I can't kill you during quantum travel. I don't think the rail.
Oh, that must have been a quantum travel bug that killed me.
Yeah. Told you.
Oh, that's an awkward placement. All right.
All right, guys. Well, that is actually all for our time.
Oh, found another
Thank you so
place.
much. This was actually a blast. Thanks for having us on Reverse the Verse.
Thanks,
Jared.
guys.
Dave, Adam, and Will, thank you for taking the time out of your. Thank you for taking your lunch to be here and keep me company on this. We got a couple things going on, guys. The roadmap publish. Hopefully, with changes to 3.3, 3.4, 3.5, 3.6 should be going up anytime today. If it maybe it went up during the show, although I think I would have seen it if it was. I've been here for the last hour, but look forward to that sometime later today. Hopefully, they're working on finishing that up. Despite the early version, the early incomplete version that went up yesterday.
That's a sneak peek before the trailer. That's good.
Additionally, if you're going to be in the Cologne area during Gamescom is in like 3 weeks. While we don't have an official, like we're not doing the presentation and the party and what like we have in years past, there are going to be several developers attending Gamescom, so we'll be doing bar citizens and such in the area. Keep an eye out for a post on robertspaceindustrials.com detailing the whens and wheres of that. But if you were on the fence about going to Gamescom for yourself, like and coming and hanging out with a couple devs, might tip the scales. We're going to have a couple people there just attending the event and saying hi and hanging out. So, all right. We have a lot of practice.
Thank you so much. Seriously. This
Yes.
is good.
Nice, guys.
Thanks, guys. That's it. Tune back in Monday. We're back to another Calling All Devs with guests John Crew and Rob Reiniger and all kinds of fun questions. So I'm Jared. That was Will.
Have a great weekend. Keep cornholing.
Yes. Well, what is the deal with that shirt, by the way? I went the entire show and didn't mention the shirt at all.
I'm just a supporter of...
Thanks for watching. For the latest and greatest in Star Citizen and Squadron 42, you can subscribe to our channel, or you can check out some of the other shows, and you can also head to our website at www.robertspaceindustrials.com. Thank you very much for watching.